What is up, you guys? It's your girl Elena, and I am back with another video. And today we got a Ninja air fryer. We got a Ninja Airfryer Max XL. I got this bad boy for Christmas, and we are going to be testing it out. So stay tuned. So I already own the air fryer. What you guys see here, this is my OG air fryer, and the new one I got for Christmas is pretty much just an upgrade. It's a larger model of this one. I have done a video in the past with this one before doing a steak. I'll go ahead and put it in the cards. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a comparison of the two. This is the Max air fryer, or the Max XL, and as you can see, there is a size difference. The Max XL is taller than the original. Yeah, there's a little design difference. You see there's like some silver trimming around the Max XL, but there's not much of a difference. The top here is different. There's really not much of a difference, and that's the top of the OG. But yeah, ultimately it's just a size difference, to be quite honest with you. So we're gonna go ahead and take a peek inside so you guys can see what all it comes with and what it looks like on the inside. So similar to the original model that I have, or the first one, it comes with just pretty much one accessory. I'm struggling to get that piece of paper off of the bottom, but that's the bottom, which is very similar to the original. It definitely lifts. It's a little ashy on the inside, excuse that, but it lifts up, and it's pretty much the same thing. It's just a little deeper, honestly. It's not even wider, to be quite honest with you. It's just deeper. There I go, putting my hand in there. It doesn't really help with seeing the depth, but you catch my drift. It's just a little deeper. So this is a better look at the rack that I pulled out of there. It's like a little broiler rack. You can just put whatever you want to cook or air fry on top of that bad boy, pop it back in there, and go ahead and cook it up on the rack. And it gets, from what I saw, it's better cooking. It'll like circulate around whatever you're cooking better. So yep, that's that. So this is the steak that we're going to be cooking up today. This is a strip steak. I took the label off of the packaging, so I'm not sure how much it was or how big it is, but this is the steak. With that steak, I'm also going to be making some asparagus in the air fryer. I haven't cut the ends off yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and chop those off and season those bad boys up so we can get started. So these are the seasonings that I'm going to be using on my steak today. It may seem like a lot, but you're going to put a little bit of everything on there, so it's going to be just right in the end. So we got us some Kinder's buttery steakhouse seasoning. We got some ground black pepper. We got some garlic powder. You can never go wrong with garlic powder. There's never enough. We got some dashed garlic and herb. We got some ground red pepper for a little kick. And we got some Zatarain's garlic and herb seasoning. And again, you guys, this is to season our steak. What we're going to also put on there is a little bit of grapeseed oil. This is going to help with cooking and also with the seasoning sticking onto the steak. Now we're going to go ahead and start seasoning our steak. Now I like to use a paper plate that I can just throw out when I'm done with it. But I go ahead and season the plate first so I can lay my steak down on top of a surface that has seasoning on it. So that's what this is. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my steak and I'm going to put it on there. Make sure I press it down. We want to get those seasonings on there. So I've gone ahead and flipped that steak over. You see that seasoning all over. I'm rubbing it in, making sure I get that flavor in there. Now this is our steak after we have seasoned both sides and made sure we pressed that seasoning in and gotten it all over the surfaces. So next we're going to move on to our asparagus. I went ahead and cut the tips off. We're going to go ahead and season that up because those are going to be put in the air fryer as well. And we're going to drizzle some grapeseed oil on it just like the steak. So now we're going to move on to seasoning our asparagus. We're going to use some Kinder's buttery steakhouse, some garlic and herb Zatarain's, some of that garlic powder, and some of that Mrs. Dash. Now this is our asparagus covered in some of that grapeseed oil and seasoned to perfection. So now that we've done our prep work, it is time to get to cooking. So now with the Ninja, it always states that you need to preheat your air fryer. They don't give a temperature, just preheat it for 3 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do here. When you cut the air fryer on, the set time is 20 minutes and it automatically goes to 390. So I'm bumping that temperature. I left the temperature the same actually, but I'm taking it down to, I did 4 minutes preheat. And that's what you see here. Our air fryer is finished preheating. we're gonna go ahead and pop that steak in there. Now when I cook anything, I usually don't use any non-stick spray. It's not necessary. The interior of the air fryer is non-stick, so we just pop that in there. And plus I put grapeseed oil on it, so I really don't have to worry about that. I did wash this air fryer out, of course, before I used it, but that's the steak in the air fryer. I pulled it back out just so you guys can get a good glimpse of that steak in there, how well it fit in the air fryer. So we're going to go ahead and turn our air fryer on. I didn't know which one to use, but you see that the options are different. On this one, we have a max crisp option, the air roast option, and the air broil. Now the air broil and the max crisp are two new options. The other options are on the older air fryer, but I was just showing that those two are the new ones. So we're gonna go ahead and set this to 390, and I'm gonna cook it for 10 minutes. Now I like to have my steak well done, so we're gonna start with 10 minutes and we'll see how it looks after 10 minutes. So our air fryer has stopped. I went ahead and grabbed my silicone tip tongs. I like to use these when I'm working with the air fryer because I don't want to scratch up the non-stick inside, so these are perfect. And this is how our steak looks after 10 minutes. Now this steak looked great, it smelled great, and for a lot of people it would have been done, but I didn't feel like it was done personally for my taste. Again, I do enjoy a well done steak, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over. I struggled a little bit with flipping it, but we did get it flipped, as you can see. And that's what the other side looked like. We're going to put it back in there just for a little bit longer because, again, I don't like any pink on the inside of my steak. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back. And this is our finished product. All in all, I cooked it for about 12 to 13 minutes. I put it in for about 2 to 3 minutes extra just to ensure that it was done, but this looks so good. Next, we're going to go ahead and finish up the meal with the asparagus. I'm giving these a last toss in that grapeseed oil and those seasonings that we put on there. We're going to go ahead and put it in there again. Asparagus cooks so quickly, so this is going to be done in no time. This is our asparagus in the air fryer. So now for the asparagus, we're going to air roast these. I'm going to take the temperature. I'm just going to leave it at the 375, and we're going to do it for not too long. I put it at 15 minutes, but I promise you guys it's not going to take 15 minutes to cook, but we're going to go ahead and do the 15 minutes. Here you can see I stopped it at about 5 minutes in, just to give you guys a look at how far I had come along, and they were actually good at this point. A lot of people like their asparagus at this point. They were still a bit firm. I wanted mine cooked a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there just for a few more minutes, maybe about two more minutes. And after about 2 more minutes, this is what we got, and this is perfect for me. These look beautiful. And there you have it. This is our finished product. We got our steak, we got our asparagus, everything was delicious, and this took no more than 30 minutes. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if you have any other ideas for videos that you would like me to make in the future. But I'm out, you guys. Until the next video, peace.